Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off of bye week, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to... Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The LSU Tigers offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
He's going to pass on second down. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
And this is not the way they envisioned the opening drive going, with the 3rd and long coming up. Leaves it with the running back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. So Texas A&M's offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Keeps the legs moving. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. fast motion from the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Watkins. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. On second down, he'll let it fly. Got it in the middle, it's Watkins. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. LSU quick to the line. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually, just such speed. And listen, when you're a defense, speed kills. And LSU, no matter who plays quarterback, they always got dudes that can fly out wide that absolutely scare you.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Watkins. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quick strike complete. Touchdown LSU! Reeled it in and just made the house call. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He'll do it himself. They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking downfield, it's Reed. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Forced out of the pocket. Those defenders were seeing red, and the quarterback felt it and got down quickly. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Slips through the line. Touchdown, Tigers! How about the special teams coming up with a huge play? He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Wisconsin is currently trailing, but if this young star powers a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Allen Amici and Ron Dane among the greats to play in Madison.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive.
It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Penn State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Reed. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy, because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
He'll bring it back. It's Little. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Fires complete on the crosser. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
To the air on first down. Got his man quickly. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the move, it's Durham. Oh, the ball squirts out. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. They'll go to the counter. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Motion from the offense. Power ahead. And they're able to make the tackle. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And with those 3 points, we'll finish off the first quarter. guys, LSU has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. The give to the tailback. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Texas A&M going quickly. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road?
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground, their third sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man. Some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, two former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They're bringing heat. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long one. The field goal is no good. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead, but still a 17-point cushion.
17, Texas A&M, 0.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game. And you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Dropping back, it's Reed. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He slings it deep to the left. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Leaves it with the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. LSU right back to the line. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Little. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On second down, he'll fire. Makes the grab. It's Durham. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Tigers are on the move.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to
quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. On second down, he's looking downfield. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He's looking to pass. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg. 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
This offense has a second down play. Give to the back. Dances away from the D. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. To the air, it's Reed. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man down the middle. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He wants to throw. He looks that one in nicely. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They'll go to the ground. Runs for the tackle. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. You see if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Keys. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. To the ground with the back.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Leaves it with the back. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. Keeps it and got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies!
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a 1st down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
Lining up to add another. Smashes it through for the PAT. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Wisconsin is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Camp Randall, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Penn State.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. It's caught.
We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant 1st half performance. That's reeled in. It's Jackson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Getting late here in the 1st half, they'll have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He's got great speed. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Offense getting set for 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. To the air, it's Reed. He makes the connection. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. He's looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Tease. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking to move it through the air. And the quarterback is snowed under. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Didn't have much of a choice. Just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 4th down, going to the air. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the 1st half today. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. How about this crowd rattling the rafters and trying to help their defense? They'll throw it on 1st down. Working that left side now. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. Looking to throw, it's Reed. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
You have to imagine the game plan in the 2nd half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. Running it back, it's Little. And the returner will be brought down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. LSU quick to the line. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Taking it the other way. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown Aggies. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it.
14.
Coming out with it, it's Parker. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Grabbed in the middle. It's Little. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Tigers are rolling down the field.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze.
Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, get a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Durham. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Brings up 3rd down.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Trying to get, and here's a fumble way behind the line. So he coughed it up, he got it back, but he did not get the first down.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Gets it out quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Getting some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll call for the fair catch here. Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here today.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you've got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. It's a reverse. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Safe completion on the screen. They played that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Now facing a 2nd and 10 from the 28 after that last incompletion. This quarterback part of their running game. Jukes his way for more. Breaks a tackle and he's got room. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Handoff from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got his man, and he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. On the run, it's Durham. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. And the Tigers racing to the line in a hurry up. They're going to ride this running back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They go to the ground. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
It is hard to continue to get up and get up and get up like he has, being sacked time after time again. But this QB, this offense, they're undeterred. They're continuing to put drives together, and most importantly, they're winning the football game.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab outside. It's Irvin. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And how about this confidence in their field goal kicker? They're going to pat him on the butt and say, go give us 3, big fella. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Guys, still a 6-point game, but a missed opportunity.
That's now the second missed field goal for this guy, and you have to wonder if the weather is playing a bit of a factor. Not easy to kick in these kind of conditions with all this rain.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Quickly to the tight end.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Open space at the 25. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give to the back. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Louisiana is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jake Delhomme and Brian Mitchell, this has not been a blowout today in Lafayette.
He'll start this drive firing.
They're up by 5 over Marshall. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Grab behind the line. It's Little. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. LSU right back to the line. On second down, wants to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
This quarterback has been really good today. He's been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. It's a pretty good day.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. It's complete to the left. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. Got it behind the line. It's Parker. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Here on second down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle is made after the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Got a man, it's Jackson. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Getting aggressive here and going for two. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Can't hit his man in the end zone. The two-point conversion fails, and it remains a 5-point game here in the fourth. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They're trying to crease them off the left tackle. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing the pressure in his face.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Bringing it back, it's Little. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Get it out on the screen. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he missed it. No good. Still up by 5 after missing that chance to put a little padding on it, guys.
Well, we talk about how rain can affect the passing game and ball security, but affects special teams as well. This kicker has now missed 3 field goals.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking for a man, it's Reed. Swings it out to the flat. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Wide receiver shows motion. The run from the shotgun. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. LSU quick to the line.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught.
Off the RPO, complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here comes the offense on second down. The quick out. Smashes ahead. Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Now on the move. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Coming after it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. If they can pay off this third and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. They go to the draw. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Smashes it between the uprights.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big move.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Reed. Looking deep down the right side. Ball in the air, intercepted. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Now the play fake. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The official says no good. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a one-possession game.
This has been an absolute nightmare from a special team standpoint. That is now their 4th missed field goal. They have literally left 12 points on the board. This head coach can't believe what's going on right now. If they lose this game, this is what they're going to point to.
First down here for the offense. Back to throw, it's Reed. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Offense gets set for second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the right. Hauls it in.
You know, in a 2-minute situation like this, you've got to find your best players on the field. When you've got one of the best wide receivers in the game, that's the guy that you need to be throwing to as often as possible in a 2-minute situation late trail.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Slings it downfield. He's got it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. He wants to throw it. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it for a touchdown in the final minute. We're a 2-point conversion away from a tie.
Man, great job by this offense, but the work is not done. You knew what you needed when you started this drive. Late in this ball game, time's running out. It's not on your side. I got to find my play, my best 2-point conversion to go tie this puppy up.
They need this 2-point conversion to tie, and we might get a little free football out of this if they do. Wide out in motion. This is a designed run. He's not going to make it in as this defense comes up with the stop on the 2-point conversion to hold on to their lead. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did.